Video number 2 of the day is piggybacking off of my T Default video. And what do you know? We're on Overpass. Does that mean we're going to do an Overpass default? Yes, it does. Good question, myself. Yeah, when we played Overpass, we got in a lot of trouble because they were pushing mid, pushing connector, pushing water, but we kind of figured it out at the end. I was really happy with us. Pat on the back myself, pat on the back on Otown for dropping 30. Good job. And like the Mirage default, this one is going to look a lot like our main execute, and that's how it's designed to be. This is going to be the play we run 2/3 of the gun round, and the execute is going to be the play we throw the other third. So the idea is, if they want to defend against an execute, they do one thing. If they want to defend against a default, they do a completely different thing. So that way we can sort of trick them into doing what we want. So yeah, you guessed it, salami, you're first, and your role does look the same. Throw that Molotov. There are lots of videos showing how to do it. If you don't like how I explain it, the short answer is practice it a lot. The long answer is go to the B. There's there's a little line. I'm changed my resolution again. I'm on a weird resolution. I don't know if you guys can see the line, but there's a faint line right there. And if you're looking at, let's see, if you're looking at me, if I point that way, it looks right on your screen. Okay, so yeah, right here on the frame, actually it's right below my face on the frame. There's like an electric box, and I throw the molly right as the electric box leaves my field of view. But of course, when I'm actually explaining it, I missed the Molotov. Let's do it again. There we go. That made it. See, it's really finicky. Like it goes just over this wooden wall. And that keeps them from pushing water, because if we're playing a half-decent Overpass team, at least one that watches Astralis' demos, they will throw this Molotov every round. And how I play short B is if they don't Molotov this, let me turn that around. Whoop. God. If I get here and there's no Molotov, I'm like, awesome. Let's go. Throw a flash. Where did that flash land? That's a weird one. I throw that flash and I'm here. They push my molly, they're dead. As the molly's fading, I throw a smoke in and flash it in case they're trying to push me. And I've got all sorts of shit, all sorts of mayhem I can cause when I'm in water. Like, I really like water because I'm just like, I'm like a paper cut in between your fingers. Like, while it's super easy to prevent, don't put paper in between your fingers. Once it's there, it's just such a pain in the ass. And that's how I like to play CT side and T side. I just like to be a pain in the ass for the other team. So yeah, throw the molly. Do your thing. This is a good spot. No need to risk getting shot. Hang out in case they push monster. If they're smoking monster and not mollying this, this is another really good spot to go. Like if you want to push water, you can come here, and that'll let you. You can flash mid for us. See if I can actually get one over the wall. Not quite. I'm trying to. That. Yeah, that'll flash right over bathrooms, and it can. So you can be a big help. You can also throw like this smoke. You can, and oh, what's that molly? There's a molly like this. No, I missed it. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff you can do. So if you want to push up, to water, you are free to do so, and generally be a pain in the ass to the B players. Talk too much on that. Next guy, myself. I am doing pretty much the same thing I do on our default. I am running down connector, and I am, doing the same thing that I do, usually only bounces once, on our execute. I am throwing that molly, I am hiding, because if they rush it, they can actually get through the molly, and then I'm re-peeking. And I'm trying to kill anyone who pushes that molly. If they're in an eco round, it might be 5 of them, and they might throw a flash with them. Hopefully they blind themselves, because then I can just wreck them. So, third guy is Daff. You will be doing what you usually do on B-play. You're going to come up here and you're going to flash them once or twice. I like twice because often an opper will come here, wait for one flash, and then peek. But you can, if you can only afford one flash, then you're only throwing one flash. If you can't throw any flashes, throw a nade. If you don't have a nade, pre-fire it. Like, just do something so you to help Savage and Otown get into here. Like, I want them jumping across, like jumping here. This brings us to the first smoke of the default, and that is to go to this flower and look up at where the tree meets the antenna, and that'll smoke bathrooms. See, it's beautiful. Let's see, who do I want throwing that smoke? I don't care. Savage or Otown. Let's say Otown, because I also want you so that Savage can watch your long. If you have an op Savage, this is a good peek. That's another good one. If the smoke is down, I would consider peeking this. If the smoke's not down, I would just ignore that altogether. Also, connector's a good spot. Monster's a good spot. There's lots of good spots to peek. Having an op sort of, it really changes how you play. But let's say you have a rifle. The swing still move if I blow it up. Yes. Anyway, having a good time over here. There we go. So Otown's thrown, what the heck? Otown's thrown his smoke, flashing long perhaps, peeking long perhaps. And the idea is to get here, and hopefully there's no one. Connector. And from here, clear out bathrooms. And once you have bathrooms, the default's job is done. If we have gotten no picks up to this point, then we execute. Like we can either fall back and all go B and do a B execute, or so Savage, this might be a smoke worth learning. You go up to this, or I can throw this one too. But you go up to the bench in the middle and throw at the lady's head, and that'll smoke off dumpster. And then you can like molly bank if we, then you can molly bank if we don't have long control. See, perfect smoke. If we do have long control, I like this smoke where you go to this part of the pipe. You look here, you go up and then just a hair to the right, and then you can go here and throw that molly for truck. So see, perfect smoke there, perfect molly there. I don't think that molly goes all the way behind the truck, but it does. It stops anyone from being here. It lands there. So this guy will get burned. I don't think if he's here he will. So it might be worth throwing like a flash to get out. But we can work on our A execute later. Because once we have bathrooms control, we should be able to manipulate their rotates. So I will be in connector. I will be able to hear anybody trying to come connector. Salami, you will be monster or water. You will be able to see if they're trying to flank. At that point, it's just aim duels. And if we do get onto A, just plant there. Salami will come up connector. Salami will be our designated clutch player, because I think it's probably either our most or second most consistent clutcher, based on the demo. I haven't watched all of our demos, but the demos I've seen, like I feel comfortable with Salami being the last alive. So whoever has the bomb plants it. Then, let's see, I'll be coming. Otown and Daff will be in the front. So spots to play if you're in the front, it's like here and here. If you're in the back, so like after you plant the bomb, maybe come here and help watch bank, or come here, watch bank. Lots and lots of headshot angles. Also, lots of opportunities to molly people out. Nice. Oh, I was afraid I would hit the truck. But yeah, that'll be our T-side default. It gives us connector control, so we can easily, I mean easily, rotate back and go B. We can also, like once we have this, if they've been holding mid really well, we can do fakes where, like, say Savage and Otown and Daff come long, and like I'm in connector, so I come out connector and throw my normal shit, and then there's Salami coming monster and flashing himself because I'm a noob, and like we can come up here and hopefully pull anyone playing Heaven to come down here, and that'll only leave you guys 1 or 2 guys today to deal with. In a 3-on-2 or a 3-on-1, you guys should totally be able to win that. It's enough rambling for the day. That'll be our T-side default on Overpass.